Okay, I'm making a Chinese recipe called pea pods with beef. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I'm using my Bob Lav camera here. All right. And now I have to slice thin against the grain a quarter pound of beef. Okay. Oops, wrong one there. I'll show you. I'll have the recipes at my website. Okay, this beef has a lot of fat in it, so even though it says it's 0.38 pound, by the time I remove all the fat, it's going to be about a quarter pound. So let me go ahead and remove the fat here. Yeah, I don't like all this fat because I'm trying not to become fat city, okay? Even though I am, a big time cook. Alright, so we're going to take that. Yeah, that's a lot of fat right there. So by the time I remove all this fat, or most of it, we are going to be down to about a quarter pound, which is what the recipe calls for. The recipe is mostly a vegetable dish, but it uses meat for spice, which is what a lot of the Asian dishes do. Let's see, we've got some fat over here. Okay. So, get my garbage can over here. Alrighty. I just slice it thin, because you're getting it ready for a stir fry. They say against the grain, but, yeah. To me, as long as it's thin, it would have been better if I had cut this up while it was still partially frozen. It's a lot better to do it thin when the meat's partially frozen. Yeah, but it's okay. Ooh. Oh, a little bit of fat ain't gonna kill me. Actually, I think I am doing it against the grain. I have some pea pods that I need to use up. In my area, a lot of these Asian ingredients are kind of hard to find. And I can only get them at Publix and Walmart. I often shop at Kroger, and Kroger does not have them. They have the snap peas, but not the snow peas. And I like using the snow peas. They are closer to what the Asians use. So you can use snap peas, I imagine. But for this particular recipe, I think you would want to use snow peas. That's what's in the picture I can see by looking at it. Okay, let me just go ahead and continue to do this till I have it all sliced up, and then I'm going to have to marinate it, and I'll work on that next. Let's see here. Okay, to marinate it, we're going to go ahead and do 1 teaspoon soy sauce. Wait a minute. Let's do this last. Okay, so we're going to do 1/2 teaspoon sugar, because I'm going to do the dry first. That way I can use the same spoon. Saves me from having to do a whole bunch of dishes. Well, I end up doing a lot of dishes anyway. Okay, so that's going to be 1/2 teaspoon sugar. That's about right. 1/2 teaspoon sugar. Okay. And 1 teaspoon of cornstarch. That's good. Teaspoon cornstarch. be more coming. And 1 teaspoon of soy sauce. There we go. Let's go ahead and get this ready. Just kind of mush it all together here. The next thing I'm going to do is get the snow peas and take the strings off of them. That's because this recipe calls for a lot of snow peas. So if they have strings in them, you'll really notice them. So yeah, I think I will. Sometimes I'll skip that step, but I think for this recipe, I will do that. Okay, so we went ahead and let me go get the snow peas and work on that. I'm hoping these snow peas are still good. I should have used these a long time ago, but I got busy. Let's go ahead and take the strings out. Yeah, they probably, because they're so old, they probably do need the strings taken out of them. So let's, I'm not going to, let's see. That's good enough. I'm not going to worry about, if you're worried about aesthetics, you know, it's just like, there you go. So I'm going to be doing this for all of them. They're already washed, so even though the recipe says to wash them, I'm not going to worry about it. So but I am going to take the strings out. So you see what I'm doing. I'm going to be doing this for both bags because the recipe calls for a pound, and these 2 bags together are a pound. I've got 2 bags here. I've got this one here and this one here. And one's past the expiration date, so I'm hoping this is not going to ruin the recipe, you know. I'll let you watch me do this. I'm kind of like in a, sometimes I'll pull off strings on both sides. These are old ones, so yeah. So like, here, that's good enough. I'm not going to worry about aesthetics right now, you know. You could use scissors and cut them off, really. That's good, yeah. But I'm kind of short on time, so I'm not going to worry about it. Sometimes I'll pull it from the bottom, too. These are kind of old ones, so let's see. There, that'll work. That's good. Some of the little ones, like these, they probably don't need it. Yeah, but I did it anyway. Like I said, these are old ones. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Anyways, I just wanted to let you see what I'm doing here. 1 clove garlic minced. I like garlic, so I'm going to treat this like the equivalent of a big clove here. Yeah. I store my garlic and onions in a brown paper bag, and I roll it up and then in a dark, dry, or at least the driest place that I have in the house, which is underneath my kitchen sink. Yeah, my garlic and onions, that's where I store them when I get them from the grocery store. Okay, I am allergic to oyster sauce, but if you're not, then this recipe does call for oyster sauce. If you are not allergic to oyster sauce, then use oyster sauce. I used to not be allergic to oyster sauce, but I am now, so just go ahead and make sure that that's... Make sure that I'm don't have any skin in here. Looks like it. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and mince this. If you are allergic to oyster sauce, it calls for a tablespoon of oyster sauce. And what I'm going to do is substitute 3/4 tablespoon of soy sauce with just a little bit of sugar and a couple drops of Worcestershire sauce in place of oyster sauce. I've read online that that is about a good approximation to oyster sauce for people who are allergic to shellfish, like myself. I thought, oh, I don't want to deprive myself of all these delicious Asian recipes that use oyster sauce, so I'm going to try this. I have a feeling it'll still be good, so. Oops. Okay, that's good. That's like a big fat clove. I like my garlic, so. That's probably because I like Italian food, you know. Sometimes I'll make stuff that's like a blend between Italian and Asian, but this is fully Chinese what I'm making, okay? But I have done that in the past. So, let's see if I can get this to turn off. Okay, here is, what I'm doing is getting everything ready for the step. This is the first step. I'll be stir frying that. And then there's going to be one step where I'm going to be adding oyster sauce and soup stock. Here's the soup stock. Now for oyster sauce, I'm going to be doing 3/4 of a teaspoon of soy sauce, a tad sugar. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of sugar here. Just, I'll use the same, just kind of about like that. Yeah, that's good. Okay, tad of sugar and a couple drops. Oh, I forgot to get some Worcestershire sauce. Let's see here. Worcestershire sauce. Where did I put it? Here it is. Okay, couple drops. Just a couple drops. That's all I need. Just to make it. There, that's good. Okay. And then about 3/4 of a tablespoon of soy sauce. That's good. All right. Mix that all together. So when I get to this step, I have a feeling it'll still be good. Let me just kind of taste it. That does kind of taste like oyster sauce. Yeah, that's a pretty good substitute. I remember what oyster sauce tastes like. So, okay. So now let's go ahead and bring everything over to the cooking area. Let's see if I can do this without knocking the camera over. Okay, let's throw in some canola oil here. Okay. It says 1.5 tablespoons. I'm just going to guess it here. That's good. All right. I actually am trying not to get too fat. So, okay, let's spread the oil around. Okay. So we're going to cook it until the beef is done. Then remove and set aside. High heat is usually good because that means the cornstarch. This is not the best wok in the world, you know. But it's better than nothing. It works. I like my little. I don't have a lot of space for cooking equipment, but this will work. I'm fine. I've got it on high heat here. Like I said, I don't have the best camera here. The recipe will be at my website. So that's good enough. I'm going to take it out. Alright. I'm ready for the next step. Take it out. A real challenge for me with these recipes with pea pods is to not overcook the pea pods. I always do. Always. Alright. Okay. The next thing you do now is stir fry, add a little bit more oil. Okay. Throw in the pea pods for about a half a minute. Half minute, then we're going to add the yes, the recipe calls for a pound of pea pods. These are old pea pods too, so. It's about a half a minute, eh? That's good enough. You don't want to overcook those things. You want to keep them kind of crispy. Okay, let's go ahead and add. What did I do with this? Oh, I just had it. Oh, here it is. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and add this in. This is alright. Bring to a boil cooking pea pods just until tender. Another half a minute. For another half minute. You don't want to overcook these things. I'd say that's it. Okay, the next thing now, add beef. Put the beef back in here. And then thicken with cornstarch and water mixture. Let's see. I already got that ready. This is cornstarch and water. Okay, and then we are done. Okay, you do not want to overcook these pea pods. So that's why I tried to get everything ready ahead of time, especially since I'm filming. Oh boy. I think I might have put in too much cornstarch. I can add more water if I have to. I'm going to turn the heat off. Alright. Actually, this looks good to me. Yep. I think we are done. And then I already made some rice earlier. This is perfect to eat with like Asian rice, you know. This is actually a vegetable dish just spiced with beef. That's what it is. That's why it requires so much. Yeah, I already turned the heat off. I do not. Recipes with pea pods, they're ruined if the pea pods turn soggy. Okay, we are done. So I'll go ahead and let you know what it is like. I'm going to try to eat this. This camera is not the best in the world. Okay, let's try it. I'll give. Let me get a close up here. There it is. And I'll try it now. Yeah, I'm filming. It's good. Yeah, I like it. Not bad. This is quite good. I like it. Okay. I'm running a little late, so I will be posting. This is May the 1st, so I will be posting this video tomorrow, but it's not bad. Probably should have nuked that rice. I made it earlier. Alright. There it is.